G'day guys, thought I'd do a live sort of trade tracker for what I've got on and playing at the moment. Let's go and have a look. I've got three positions that I'm working. Apple is one of them. I entered here for my first lot. There was on a smaller time frame. I think you can see there's a candle that looks good to me. That rejection and then this push up. So I entered in here somewhere. It was like 88, 10 or 11. And then it came down and I was like, oh, if I get a 15-minute close below this line, I'm out. And then I moved to the 15-minute chart and you can see this wick and I was like, oh, beautiful. So I doubled the position because I was like, this is such a great bottom. For this massive, massive wick, coinciding with my level, had to double the position. Now, the problem is it's moving really, really slowly. So I'm actually down on the position. What am I down at the moment? Like $200 or something. It's $2,000 position, so I'm down 10%, which is fine. I'm not going to get out of the position. My rule's the same until I get a 15-minute close there. But what I think I did not super well, depending on, I wanted this to be quick. Like I was expecting a bit more of a bounce. I want to be mostly out by this level. Like I'd like to have it be a free trade. I just expected it to be here already, which it obviously hasn't. It's just fucked around for ages. So the time decay is ruining my price. I should actually be positive or in the money here. I would have been if it moved faster. I'm negative now just because the time's eating away at my entry. But it's still functioning the way that I wanted it to, so I'm pretty okay with it. I like how I've managed it. I'm just annoyed that it's not moving faster. PDD, I had this short from yesterday. We got a very nice drop off the open. I pulled 20% out. It's come back up. I was going to extend my position if I got another chance to enter at 29.50. It hasn't. I would expect this to roll over more today. As you can see, Alibaba's gone down and that has just performed woefully since earnings. So mainly on forward guidance because the actual earnings themselves weren't that bad. So that's my thought there. I still think that's got plenty of downside. Again, I just would have liked it to have moved faster. I'm about $200 in the green on that at the moment. If we get a nice drop, then I should be able to make a few hundred on that today. I genuinely would have expected more movement today. It's just been very, very tame. So I don't know if this bond auction in 45 minutes is going to do something. At the moment, it's a bit of a nothing burger, to be honest, which is really annoying. Done Apple. Square was my other one. So I had a loss on this yesterday, entering, I think I entered around there, 68 level, and it went up, and I was like, fuck. This is just a much better entry for me. And you can see I entered on this candle. I didn't double my position, which I actually wish that I had up here. I didn't because this was higher than the first one. So let's just zoom in so you can understand what I'm talking about here. Like this is a beautiful topping tail, but I was treating this as my tail. And I would have preferred that tail to just be equal or a little under. And then I probably would have doubled my position. It wasn't, so I was like, oh, I'm just going to hold it where it is. I think I'm still in a good position, but I'm not as confident to double my size. So I waited. I'm up in that position at the moment by like only $100. It's only a $1,000 position, so that's $60. Sorry, so 6% up on that one. So yeah, I made a couple of exits on. There was something I exited on. What did I get out of? Google. Oh, I had a win on Google, which I was so happy with how I managed it. Like I'm switched on today because I'm so pissed off about yesterday. So I have been on the money with my rules. Bang, this, I was in. I was in up here somewhere. I think I doubled after we got some extension tail down here and I got in there. And I got out, scaled my 20% out. Oh, did I enter yesterday? Yeah, I did. I was in yesterday, sorry. I got 20% out pretty much straight away. And then this was all positive. I added to my position here. And once I saw, see, you've got big tail, which I'm not a big fan of, but on the open, I give it a bit more room to breathe because there's always going to be a bit of craziness on the open. But then we got the second tail, third tail. I exited on that one because I was like, oh, look, it's just, I know there's a really good gap fill opportunity here, but one of my rules is tails over targets. My target was up here, but I'm getting these tails that are telling me that that target probably ain't going to come into play, at least not yet. It might later on. I might get another opportunity to re-enter, which I would, but right now, no. So they're the trades that I have done today. I think I made about $500 on Google, 400, something like that. Which, yeah, so it's put me in a good spot for the day, and I just waiting on these other ones, see how they play out, see if I'm correct, see if I'm wrong. But yeah, man, really not just fucking slow, like. And I'm a bit disappointed in the cues because I was really looking forward to this pullback here, and the SPY. And I was really looking forward to this pullback here. It just hasn't happened. It might happen after the bond auction or as we get a little bit closer, 40 minutes to go now till that. But this sort of flat nothing shit, absolute pain in the ass to trade. So, like, you know, Square's been all right because at least there's some fucking movement there. IWM's actually been all right. If this turns into a double top, that's going to be really good for me with Square. But I'd love this to drop back down because then we'll get a nice drop on Square, most likely. And yeah, but this 95.50 is important. I'm not trading the IWM. I think I've told you guys before because this middle section's just been fucking chopped up to the shit house. So there's some sort of levels, but they just keep getting cut through. So I'm not touching it till we get to these extremes. I'd love a short at 201, and I'd like a long down here in that 188, 187.50 level. So yeah, that's where I am right now. Let's have a look. Qs are sort of, they're holding up all right, but I just haven't got the pullback, so I've not been able to enter that. SMH really popping, which is pretty good for strength in the market because that's your semis, right? Square, yeah, like I said, short Square's looking all right. PDD's playing slower than I'd like, and Apple's playing just again slower than I'd like. Nvidia was an option. I'll show you why I didn't enter this because you can see my level here, just under 94. I wanted the lower end of that range, and it didn't get there. It got to 94.70, so I was about $1 out from what I was looking for. I'm okay with that. That would have been probably a grand there, which is mildly annoying, but not that. And I would have only got one contract, so probably just a few $100. But I'm not, again, not clean enough for me, not what I really wanted to see. Even if we zoom in and have a look at the candles, because you're only just getting a really minor kiss on that level. I would have liked a little bit more of a pierce. And yeah, let's have a look. That hammer candle makes me pretty not bullish. Like, I don't like that at the start of the day. And as you can see, because I should still be in a position on this one. Let's go have a look at how painful this fucker is. Should have still had a third running after this point. A third of my position should still be running, which, you know, that's fucking 10, $15 to the upside on that position. At a 120 call. Oh, no. Oh. So, a little bit frustrating, but even though I haven't got the movement today, I am so happy with how I'm managing these trades. I've been really, really tight with everything, super switched on, paying enormous amounts of attention, and yeah, just been pretty strict. Just not a lot of movement, so it's a little bit of a pain in the ass. But yeah, Hope you guys are having a green day. I'm not seeing any massive setups until we get a bit of a pullback. But yeah, keep your eyes open, be patient, be cautious. Bond auction, 30-year bond auction coming up in 37 minutes. Watch for that. Watch for a bit of movement, and keep your eyes out. If that's a good auction, I'm hoping that moves the IWM and squared down. I'm okay to hold the position between that, even though there will be a little bit more volatility or chance of a bust up if it's bad, because they're both at key levels, and I just, yeah. So I'm all right holding that. Yeah, all right. I'll chat to you on the next one.